God's timing isn't always our timing. He may not work things out the way we planned, but He is working things out for better. This COVID-19 pandemic has really changed everything around the world. From our basic routinary way of living to celebrate of big events has suddenly shifted to new normal. As we officially turn the page on a crazy year of social distancing, wearing face masks and face shields, Sitog Elementary School proudly presents virtual graduation and moving up ceremony with a theme, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the DepEd officials, Sitog Elementary School teaching staff, candidates for completion and graduation for the processional.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, kaya sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng mag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iibig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di mag-ibig. Luman ang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang higaya ng pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Find rest, my soul, in Christ alone. Know His power in quietness and trust.
To give us a warm welcome to our guests, especially to our viewers, Xylem G. Ganchao, a candidate for completion.
Sa ating Kaganggan School Division Superintendent Maria Lisa R. Tabilon, sa ating school principal Ma'am Rodilyn Humawan, sa ating guests, lahat nandito, good morning and welcome to our graduation and moving up ceremony. Once again, good morning.
Graduation and moving up is one of the most awaited celebration on the parts of the pupils, as well as, of course, those parents who for their first time ever see their son and daughter be one of the candidates for completion and graduation. I am pretty sure that it's been already a month-long waiting and preparation what to wear and what to do. Those feelings comes into reality this day, even though this past year has not been easy for us. At this point, let us have the presentation followed by recommendation and confirmation of the candidates for completion and graduation.
Our respectable and dedicated Principal Rodilyn A. Humawan. Ma'am, I have the honor to present to you 40 candidates for completion, 24 of whom are boys and 16 are girls, who have satisfactorily completed the requirements of K-12 curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education, school year 2020-2021.
To our school principal, Mrs. Rodalyn A. Humawan, as grade 6 advisor, I have the honor to present to you 34 candidates for graduation, of whom 20 are boys and 14 are girls, who have successfully completed the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education of the K-12 Basic Education Program for the school year 2020-2021.
To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Maria Liza R. Tabilon, as the school principal of Sitog Elementary School, and upon the presentation of the grade 6 advisor, Mrs. Virgilita L. Andaling, and kindergarten advisor, Mrs. Kizzy R. de la Peña, that these 34 candidates for graduation and 40 candidates for completion have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education of the K-12 Basic Education Program for school year 2020-2021. I recommend them for your confirmation.
Candidates, you have been proudly presented and recommended by your school head for graduation after you have successfully completed all the requirements of the curriculum as prescribed under the K-12 Basic Education Program of the Department of Education. By virtue of the authority vested upon me as Schools Division Superintendent of Zamboanga del Norte, I now confirm you graduates in the elementary education curriculum of the Schools Division of Zamboanga del Norte, school year 2020-2021. Congratulations! Congratulations and well wishes to all our 2021 completers and graduates in all the public and private learning institutions of the province of Zamboanga del Norte. Completing your academic milieu is a great accomplishment and should be celebrated. This year has been like no other, and your dedication and fortitude during this pandemic is much to be admired because the class of 2021 is the class that endured the most challenging of years, which you courageously persevered. You have accomplished so much while navigating the challenges of the new normal. Your hard work and resilience have been impressive, which concretized this year's graduation theme, Strengthening Quality Education Amid COVID-19 Pandemic. In those days that you have been placed under the shelter of your homes and care and facilitation of your parents, while learning independently through modules or through other modalities, many have become your champions and worked incessantly to ensure that education will continue for you. Seeing you graduate today is so assuring and fulfilling for your teachers, families, friends, local and national leaders, and other stakeholders. Your support groups have exemplified a nurturing leadership and have collaborated to surmount overall challenges during the chaotic time to provide for you the much needed resources that will enable you to realize your dreams, knowing that your dreams serve as your driving force to succeed in life. Yet dreams can only be meaningful when in it are embedded the dedication and commitment, a power that lead and power you to translate dreams into realities, the reconciling of intentions with actions to translate dreams into positive outcomes, the energizing of self with good vibes through prayer, empowering, encouraging, and inspiring surrounding, the anchoring of pride and confidence, and ensuring to be clothed with a grace born out of modesty and humbleness amidst successes and triumphs. The motivating and influencing others, which elucidates leading and empowering people, and serving God through His people that multiplies and spreads widely the gifts and talents as your important treasures and blessings. Graduates, we adults who have come ahead in life have already committed and dedicated our plans, actions, and resources, hopefully, to make abound the opportunities for you. On this special day commences your journey to another phase of your endeavor in life. You take on a more challenging role to play, and as you traverse the path, it is our prayer that your perseverance and strength carry you through all difficulties and adversities. We will be with you along the way and are already excited to see the positive changes that you will be making in the world we live in. Mabuhay and God bless, Class of 2021.
Buenos dias a todos. Good morning, everyone. From the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the regional office, let me greet each and every one of you with this felicitation. Happy graduation. There are 3 persons whom we dedicate this event. First and foremost, your parents. They have given you so much love and understanding even at this pandemic time. If there is that group of persons who are very happy for this accomplishment that you have in this COVID pandemic time, it's your parents. Despite the problems of limited access to an online modality of learning, they have given the necessary support, especially financial support. Even for those who cannot afford, parents have gone out of their way just to help you out. And through the years, from the beginning of your schooling, our parents, your parents, have always been there. In fact, in a classical way of saying, you have never become one without your parents. What you are today, it's all because of your parents. And so to the parents who are attending also the virtual graduation exercises, let me thank you and let me congratulate all of you for having done your best as parents. After all, the real jewels in our family are our children. What they have achieved today is actually a beacon to reckon with, and that would be an accomplishment also for us as parents. The second group that we should acknowledge and give accolade is the group of our teachers. And so to our teachers, to your teachers, let me also congratulate and be grateful for that untiring support that you have given in this very challenging COVID pandemic time. We have limited resources, we have limited time and space, but you are true to the work of a teacher. Actually, the theme of strengthening quality education despite this COVID pandemic time rests on the shoulders of our teachers. And so we have tested you for your resilience, for your perseverance, and for your remarkable competency, especially in matters of adjusting the learning resources. And so to our teachers, again, DepEd Region 9 is very grateful for all the sacrifices that you have extended. In the parlance of the theme of our 123rd Philippine Independence Day, you have become our heroes, because despite the time and the space, you continuously pursue the delivery of the self-learning modules, or the so-called blended learning modality. And the last group, of course, is your very own selves, coupled with the support of our local government units, especially also the school administrators. Let me congratulate and thank all of you, especially the principals, who have done a lot of things just to install and implement the basic learning continuity plan that we have installed for all our schools, even the private schools. And so today is a day of what we call a day of happiness, whether we like it or not. Let's all be cheerful that finally we have reached the end part, the finale of your learning for this school year, 2020-2021. Of course, we all know that this has been a very unique experience, having adapted the so-called SLM, the self-learning modules, as a way of getting insights, knowledge, and developing our skills. There are a lot of problems that come our way, especially as we comply with the IATF health protocols, especially that there are a lot of restrictions in the part of our learners. But in totality, we've been true to our mantra that learning must continue. This has been the clamor of our secretary, that learning must continue. And so we did prove to ourselves and to the community that learning has continuously been pursued by all of us. And so for Gen X, Gen Y, the millennials, and your group, Gen Z, we really are very appreciative of that kind of effort that you have extended. There were cases that you have started to stop and be tempted to drop out, but because of the persistence of your parents, the dedication and the commitment of our school administrators and teachers, finally you decided that you should also continue. Indeed, you have continued. Thus, your graduation exercises today. And so to all of you, our warm congratulations and felicitations for having done a good job. And so to class 2021, a unique class of COVID era, may you have a positive outlook after these graduation exercises as we welcome the next school year and as you welcome also the next set of challenges for your next ladder, next journey as you want to put yourselves in that challenging part of educating yourselves and feeling accomplished, eventually being part of nation building. So to all of you, congratulations. To all of you who have proven that you are still very strong in mind and in spirit with a strong commitment to pursue quality education. Again, congratulations. Muchísimas gracias. Hasta la vista.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the Parent Teachers Associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Graduation and moving up ceremonies are conclusion of one chapter but the beginning of another milestone. My warmest greetings of peace, joy, and love to all of you. To be with you in this one-of-a-kind celebration of achievement is precisely a privileged one. I am honored to be with you in this virtual platform in celebration of the beginning of your premium realization of taking the first step in fulfilling your dreams. Truthfully, this school year is considered as the most challenging one, given the fact that the whole universe has faced so much devastation brought about by COVID-19 pandemic, of which suddenly deprive us or even stop us from doing things or actions we usually do, break us from connections we used to hold on, which cause our hearts to be lonely and sad. We missed scenarios like sending our children to school and fetching them way back home. This has been a school year of incredible handwork, commitment, passion for all school administrators, teachers, learners, parents, and stakeholders to get through in coping with that chosen modular learning delivery modality, carrying along with are the complication of things beyond our control. The dramatic increase of burden in adhering various safety health protocols. Despite all these indescribable challenges, we find ways. Yes, we find ways. We stick tighter than ever. That is why you came out victorious. We all came out champions in this battle. The theme of this year's End of School Rights, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, is consistent with the DepEd's call for delivering quality education no matter how hard the situation is, and that education must continue. Kumbaga, pandemic lang yan. Pilipino tayo at ang mga Pilipino ay hindi kailanman susuko. Palagi tayong nagwawagi sa anumang hamon ng buhay. Sa kanunay, na ay pamaagi ang tanan. Basta kita andam ug tagana nga mubuhat sa solusyon alang sa kaayuhan sa atong mga kabataan. To the beloved parents who have played an indispensable role of this year's mode of learning, accept my heartfelt gratitude. We thank you all for being the most efficient partner of the Department of Education in the implementation of modular distance learning. Your unceasing support and sacrifices in attending the needs of your children are one of the deepest reflections of the unconditional love you bestowed to your children. Undeniably, to a great extent, you have contributed to the fulfillment of the mandate of the DepEd, the quality education amidst pandemic. Again, thank you so much, parents. To the community stakeholders who never leave us at all times, thank you for greatly taking your part for the achievement of the learning outcomes through your active participation. My profound commendations to the dedicated school administrators and teachers. What an exceptional performance you have shown to the world. You have raised the flag of education as the symbol of light and hope in these trying times, despite the blow of struggle, the countless hows and whys, the unlimited printing of materials, all for the good of your pupils and students. The numerous nights of staying late just to grab the stable internet connections to submit varied types of ASAP online reports. Regardless of this, you able to navigate yourselves to keep things in good place. You have displayed the admirable courage of touching the lives of your learners and shaping their future in a different way, but a very meaningful one. With your purest heart, passion, and commitment, you able to seek the silver lining amidst these tough times, and for that, you uphold unto what we are committed to, the quality service, quality education, para sa bata, para sa bayan. My hats off to you. And to our precious gems, our dear completers and graduates of school year 2020-2021, you are the pride of today's generation. You able to surpass all kinds of hardships in dealing the learning modality which you are not used to. In spite of the assorted puzzles lingering in your minds due to pandemic, still, you never give up. Instead, you keep the faith that dreams and aspirations can become a reality with the right combination of focus, perseverance, and hard work. You will never go out of your way to the road of success. Remember that no one has ever traveled the road to success without crossing the streets of failures. My congratulations to all of you. Do not forget to thank your parents, teachers, and best friends who were with you all throughout your journey. My dearest ladies and gentlemen, our world now is put into this difficult kind of test. This might lead us to fear, but doesn't mean to stop us from sailing on, from soaring high. You may use your fear as your strength in reaching your biggest dream. Use this fear in doing amazing things, which may serve as an example of excellence. Above all, in every endeavor we are to take, always cling to the power of our Almighty God, for He is our ultimate source of everything. As the Proverbs chapter 6 verse 13 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed." Again, congratulations! Thank you very much. God bless us all. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
At this moment, Mary Jefty T. Domingo, a graduates, to do the honor of introducing our guest speaker.
Distinguished guests, to our beloved School Division Superintendent, Maria Liza Artabalon, CISO 5, Ma'am, our school principal too, as well as principal in charge of the district, Rodeline A. Humawan, Ma'am, faculty and staff of Sitog Elementary School, parents, my co-graduates, friends, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to all of us. Our guest speaker this morning was a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering at Andres Bonifacio College, school year 2016-2017, and passed the Civil Engineering Board Exam year 2019, and she is connected at Department of Public Works and Highways, Santa Isabel de Pulag City. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce to you our guest speaker, none other than our very own Mrs. Maria Yvonne Rifuya Baid.
To the teaching staff of Sitog Elementary School, headed by our beloved PICD of Katipunan 4 District, Mrs. Rodeline Humawan, proud parents, our young graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to all. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my teachers who had helped me become the woman I am now. I am greatly honored to be your guest speaker in this year's Moving Up ceremony with the theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amidst the COVID-19 Pandemic. To our proud parents and our young graduates, congratulations! I can finally say you made it. This is the moment you've been waiting for, your graduation day. My beloved alma mater, Sitog Elementary School, will always have a special place in my heart. Dito ako nagsimulang mangarap. This school serves as my stepping stone to achieve and survive every milestone I've been through in my life. More than a decade ago, I was just like you, dear graduates. I was happy, excited, but I also fought fear. Fear of the unknown future. Of course, new school, new classmates, new beginnings. I graduated my high school at the Zamboanga del Norte National High School of the Pulag City, got my college degree of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering at Andres Bonifacio College, and currently, I am working in a government agency. Time flies so fast, and going after your dreams will never be easy. There are lots of hardships, disappointments, and failures. Ika nga nila, walang mahirap sa taong may pangarap. So graduates, let us keep dreaming. Let us keep praying. Take your time and enjoy the process. You are still young and you have a long way to go. Do not let other people's opinion destroy you. Your future is yours to create. So, always believe in yourself and believe in your dreams. Today, marks the beginning of a new journey to you. The beginning of you becoming independent, thoughtful, and learning to utilize your capabilities and courage to keep going, especially when life gets hard. Congratulations, graduates. Love God, love your family, and love yourself. Be grateful always, and may the Lord guide you. Congratulations!
Now, may we have Angel Faith B. Pablo, graduates with honors for the farewell message, followed by Rans Ivan Giralug, graduates with honors to deliver the Pledge of Loyalty.
Distinguished guests, Jermaria Yvonne Arbaid, our ever-supportive principal, at the same time, the principal in charge of Katipunan District 4, Dr. Rodelyn A. Humawan, barangay officials headed by our energetic barangay captain, Honorable Reggie T. Porto, our young and dedicated PTA president, Honorable Aurora M. Rulog, and PTA officials, teachers, parents, visitors, our District Alternative Learning System Coordinator, Mr. Ricky E. Tabad, friends, fellow graduates, gentlemen, and ladies, good morning. As we all know, our world is facing a great problem today due to the pandemic. Many lives were lost, businesses went bankrupt, not to mention the huge number of people who lost their jobs, resulting to their families suffering in hunger and the inability to meet their needs. It is in this trying time that the efficiency and preparedness of our government in terms of healthcare was challenged. Negative effect of the pandemic in various aspects surfaced, including the area of education. Children and the students in general are the ones greatly affected, considering the vulnerability to the virus. The government was forced to impose strict measures in order to keep them from going outside of their homes. Ladies and gentlemen, I am one of those children. My classmates, we belong to the population who are highly at risk in getting the virus. It is already more than a year since the outbreak, and right now, I am saddened to see that we are still in the middle of the crisis. But I am grateful to say that our teachers and the entire people who make up the Department of Education never left us behind. Despite the pandemic, they come up with ways to still provide us the education that we deserve. It has been a challenge to shift from face-to-face classes to online classes and modules and many more. To be honest, in the community that we live in, we were never used to the technological advance. One of the options to deliver continuous education. Unlike in big cities, we live in a place where even a cellular signal is difficult to obtain. What more the demand for internet connection, electronic devices such as laptops, tablets, and cellular phones? To say it is difficult is an understatement, but we rise to the challenge because we want to learn. We want to reach our dreams. We want a bright future. To strengthen the quality of education amidst the pandemic is a true challenge, not only to us, but I can see that our teachers too are having a difficult time. I always believe that our teachers are the pillar of our success. With their effort, innovation, guidance, and hard work, I can say that despite the pandemic, they managed to make it work. They managed to deliver the same level of quality teaching pre and during pandemic. Our medical frontliners are our nation's heroes, but I proudly say that our teachers are our heroes too. Together with the help of our ever-supportive and ever-loving parents, as well as our cooperation and dedication, we can make anything possibly happen. Who would have thought that this capable of learning and receiving education without physically going to school? This suggests that possibilities are infinite, but it won't be possible if we do not cooperate and help each other. My dear classmates, let us rise above the challenge. It is us that will pave the way to our future. I encourage everyone to not let any hurdles discourage us from attaining education. We continue to adapt, continue to learn, continue to obey our teacher, continue to innovate, and most importantly, continue to love learning. As long as we hold that desire and dreams in our hearts, nothing and no one can take that away from us. Thank you and keep safe, everyone.
Fellow graduates, please stand, raise your right hand, and we will read the Pledge of Loyalty together. Pledge of Loyalty. As graduates of Sitog Elementary School, realizing the opportunities of education which has been bestowed upon us, through the combined efforts of our parents, our teachers, and the Republic of the Philippines, we do hereby solemnly pledge to strive to be worthy of all those who have sacrificed for us. And we shall always uphold the honor of our dear alma mater, to be respectful to our loving parents, and to be ever loyal to our country. Next to God.
And now, the most awaited part of the ceremony, the distribution of certificates and awarding of meritorious completers and graduates. Kindergarten completers, whom the advisory of Mrs. KZ R. De La Peña. Alikaway Marvin E. Azucena Miko A. Benito Jacques M. Kambik J. Lord M. Imoy J. G. Galicia Mateo. Gilaga Adrian A. Gindal Dave B. Gumangkam Almer M. Kilmari John Carr. Lomola Kent John D. Magsote Johnny P. Marog Elisar M. Matias April Boy G. Matias Joshua S. Mista Jaymar A. Romanos Clyde Kirby. Rulog Arvin G. Salazar Prince Johnsel T. Sarian Floyd Sebastian C. Taman Alfredo Jr. T. Taman Mark Glenn. Obo Danilo Jr. F. Ubo Danley F. Ambato Lisel Joy. Andagat Jezebel A. Andig Jelaika G. Atilio Gemma A. Auman Rika Joy D. Kabandit Kate Andre G. Dalayan Catherine M. Duquette Chloe G. Gantiel Xylem G. Gumao Jaya G. Gumao Genesil G. Lantaka Shayna Jane M. Sardan Angel S. Sumigot Jessica. Tabad Juvime N. Vidad Samantha T. Graduates, whom the advisory of Mrs. Virgidita L. Andaling. Andagat Jamison D. Andig Mark D. Andig Russell G. Belio Russell Ken T. Benito Candido Jr. M. Caloy Rodel Gabriel D. Duque Clint G. with honors. Gumahad Adrian G. with honors. Gumangkam Alger M. Gumangkam Alger M. Manuel Michelangelo S. with honors. Matias Nido. Umbog Raymond O. Paeste Rogi R. Piano Kevin B. with honors. Ruminga Kesal L. Rumugma Jorem P. Rulug Marjun Chris with honors. Rulug Rans Ivan Z with honors. Tasio Janmark M. Acohedo Herlens Pearl B with honors. Banwa Cheryl C with honors. Bohol Syra J. De La Peña Kim Hillary A with honors. Domingo Mary Jeffty T with honors. Ingat Irene P. Guminta Catherine G with honors. Marigay Maika B. Pablo Angel Faith B with honors. Pasol Lenny R. Rulog Mary Iken V. Somoda Rhea Joyce C. Tabad Ivory G. Tabad Juvian N. Acohedo Harlens Pearl B. Banwa Cheryl C. with honors. De La Peña Kim Hillary A. with honors. Domingo Mary Jeffty T. with honors. Duquette Clint G. with honors. Gumahad Adrian G. with honors. Guminta Catherine G. with honors. Manuel Michelangelo S. with honors. Pablo Angel Faith B. with honors. Piano Kevin B. with honors. Rulug Marjun Chris with honors. Rulug Ranz Ivan Z. with honors.
Graduates, completers, as you leave the gates of your alma mater, kindly embody the ideals that the frontliners, the teachers, implanted and possess the vision of holding the light of future. As I leave a noteworthy quotation from famous philosopher Confucius, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. As the end of the school year 2020-2021, I am Fabi G. Tabad, your Lady of Ceremony. Once again, good day to all of us. Be safe and mabuhay po tayong lahat.